4 years ago, a week after New Year's, it was colder in Winnipeg than it was on Mars. I'm not joking. Look it up when they give you your phones back. Never. And no, it was colder there than Mars. I mean, Matt Damon would have walked out and dropped dead, and my kid would have been like, he said right? This is why they're murderers. What did the people of Winnipeg do when it was colder there than Mars differently? Nothing. They sent their kids to school. They were just like, run. It's fine, we have 4, we'll get some back, it's fine. And I'm being driven from the theater to the hotel, and because I'm fancy, I mean, look at these shoes. So anyway, and then this is the simple part that I'm talking about. So the driver, we're going on our way, and all of a sudden, he stops in the middle of an intersection, not at the light, in the center of the intersection, and he cuts the engine, and he turns back to me, and he goes, do you know what this is? And I was like, the last 2 minutes of my life? You fucking murderer. This is the simple part. He goes, no, this is the windiest intersection in North America. And I was like, oh my gosh. Of course, it's in all the guidebooks. Rick Steves did that special on it. Look at all the tourists everywhere. Lining the streets to get a peek at the wind. Wow. Oh, and I brought this bag of flour with me. Take some photos of me in wind. And he's like, you're no. So those are the nice Canadians. The assholes of Canada are the people of Montreal. Yeah, the people of Quebec. I don't know if you know this about them. They speak French, which they will remind you of every second they are on this planet. And they already hate you because you don't speak French. And even if you do, you're doing it wrong, right? So if you're in Montreal and you walk into a Starbucks, or as the Mormons call it, Satan's gasoline station, if you walk in there and you don't attempt to speak French, if you just walk in and go, hi, I'd like a vanilla frappuccino, please, the French Canadian will go, hmm? Repeat, no, I point, stop, finger, no, sorry, bye-bye, Yankee, bye-bye, bye-bye. They'll pretend not to understand you, but if you walk in and attempt French, I know one phrase, which is, pardon me, I don't speak French. And so if you walk in and go, pardon, mon français, très mauvais, the French Canadian will go, that's fine, what would you like? So, I was in a restaurant in Montreal last summer, and the server was telling us the specials in French, and I'm just looking at her, and she goes, oh, I'm sorry, English? And I go, no, Japanese, you racist. So, got her. So I pissed off the French Canadians on a much grander scale. I hosted a television special that was broadcast throughout all of Canada. So tens of people saw it. And 2 herds of caribou. They were like, ringing their bells. Anyway, so this was like this big, huge theater. It was like this, there was smoke, and there was sets, and there was lights, and there was cameras. It was very exciting. I was wearing a suit, and I walk out, and I, being the that I am, I thought I'd start the show like this. I walked out and went, good evening, Toronto. That's when shit got real. I have never been in a more hostile crowd. I don't even know what to compare it to. If I walked out and went, what's up, Fresno? I don't know. I don't know what it is. So they were like, Joel McHale, and I was like, wait, Toronto is in your country. Like, hate them. Like, hate you. They don't speak French. You don't speak French. I'm mother, by the way. And they were throwing at me, but of course they're so arrogant, they're only throwing French products. So it's like Varney sunglasses and Renault auto parts, and Gerard Depardieu's body flopped on stage at one point. They're like, that's you when I'm finished with you. So the weirdest moment of my life happened. We had to do a redo. We started over again. It was bizarre. It was like a Twilight Zone episode. I went backstage, lights turned off. They calmed the audience down. They had to reintroduce me, lights, cameras, all that. I walked back out, and I'm like, good evening, Montreal. And then this was their reaction. As soon as I said that, they were like this. They were like, that's so big.